Hey guys, what's going on here? It's Gunter, and this is the second game between Australia and FXOpen's T-Gun versus New Zealand's Haze in this best of 3 matchup. We are on MLG Shattered Temple with its lovely one Zelnaga tower in the middle of this nice wide open middle. Of course, Haze is Terran and T-Gun is Zerg, and I love StarCraft. And I love watching StarCraft replays, and I love doing shoutcasts of esports games. It is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. 9 Overlord for T-Gun right now. Probably going to do a pretty standard 14 pull or 15 pull or 14 extractor, 13 pull or something, just like he did last game. I am of course speculating. I have no idea what he's going to do. I'm making very poorly educated guesses because I suck at this game. But hopefully my voice is pleasant and my shoutcasting style is humorous. Let's go and have a look at this early drone, which T-Gun likes to send out around about 14, which is exactly what I do. And this time it looks like he's going to be able to get in without help from Haze, who last game just lowered his supply depot and let him in. Instead, T-Gun is going to attack the SCV to try and stop him building a bunker. A second SCV is going to come over and say, "Hey, stop that! It's silly!" and chase that drone away, unless they're actually really committing to this. "Run, you fool!" He does get away, but will he ever be able to get in and actually have a proper scout? And the answer is yes. He's going to run straight past that wall. No, he's just going to go ahead and attack an SCV. I guess he feels like maybe he's seeing all he wants to see, but he actually does probably want to see that a gas is going up, which is always useful to know. Make sure he's not doing an all-in or something. He builds an extractor to keep that drone alive, which is something I think is makes it a little bit OP. We do see the fast expand from T-Gun. Did I say OP? It's not OP, it's more like cheating. It's not really cheating, it's just gaming the system. It's perfectly legit because the game rules say he can do it. So T-Gun getting a lot of scouting information, second supply depot going down the floor. Here comes the Marine to put an end to the shenanigans of the drone. Middle mouse button jack for smooth camera panning. It builds another extractor to keep that drone alive. But this time it will work. As soon as he pops out against him, the Marine will kill him. But he will deny that gas for a little bit, which is always useful. Here comes Haze's scout now. Oh, Midnight is online. Hey, you know what I should do? I didn't know I was popular enough for this already, but I have to set myself to busy so that doesn't happen while I'm doing a shoutcast. So Haze has spotted the location of FXOtgun. Here's another one of these funny supply depots. What is that about? Someone tell me. Pull is actually going up, because I didn't see when he put it down, but I guess he put it down after the expand, so pretty late. And Haze is going to notice that. Let's see what he's doing. We are getting a factory, so we're not going to see some funny all-marine spam that we saw last game. He does remember to keep that supply depot up, which is smart, and he goes ahead and throws down a tac lab on that factory straight away, and he's building a second command center for an expansion. So what will he research at the tech lab? Will it be something funky like siege mode, or infernal pre-igniter for Blueflame Hellions? I don't know. Dropping down mules, OP mules. The Terran's biggest strength, being able to mine all the minerals in the world that they want. Speed is coming down now for T-Gun at around the 5-minute 15-second mark. That is Blizzard time, not human time. Queen's running around doing stuff, placing creep tumors. Look at that disgusting boil of a thing that makes Zerg so scary, making them move fast and stuff. Third gas for T-Gun, controlling the tower. The Zelnaga tower. Speak properly. The rain in Spain. Yeah. Evo chamber now is going down for T-Gun, and that is Blue Flame Hellions is what's going to be happening. The first one is already out, and he's building a second one now. The Hellion is so popular right now for Terran players, especially against Zerg. You can do so much damage with Blue Flame Hellions. There's also a tech lab going down on that barracks. It is getting the starport up for Christ knows what. 111, Medivac Banshees. Now, where are these Hellions going? They're going to go rock around or just stand at the front door, and he's going to send them both off. Huzzah, huzzah. Oh, free Zergling kill. Oh, gives away the blue flame, though I suppose it's possible T-Gun didn't see that they had blue flame. There might be a dead giveaway. Actually, I don't know how much damage they do. Do they do enough already for 2 Hellions without upgrades to just kill the Zergling outright? Tell me below. I'm sure your smart nerds can tell me what the answer to that question is. Let's have a look at the units tab and see what's going on. It's 31 drones, 230 SCVs, and 2 mules. So that means Haze says, Jesus Christ. FXOtgun says, what? What's wrong? That's not an Ovi, it's a blimp! Well, Overlords are sort of blimps. I mean, they float, and they're big. And I lifted my CC to greet you. Friends! You both have floating blimps. Good-natured humor. Now what's this? Aha, 4 blue flame Hellion drop. Moving across the map now for Haze. He's going to drop into this base completely unopposed and fry a lot of stuff. A lot of Zerglings around, but I mean, it is 4 blue flame Hellions. They're kind of badass. 1, 2, 3, 4 drops. Zerglings come in to try and do some damage. Oh, so many get roasted. 1 Hellion does go down. 2 Hellions do go down. He lifts the 2 up because they might not have survived. He drops them again. He does fry all of those Zerglings. The drones are being pulled. The Queen is going after them. 3 Queens up here now. He does try and get a split up. He doesn't need to stack them up. Oh my god! Don't stack the drones up. They'll get so many kills. The Queen's clean up the last Hellion. And the Medivac is just hanging around. Just begging to be killed. Just, yeah. Fine. Yeah, I'm beginning to, sense that Haze is... He's better than me. But he's not as good as T-Gun. And those silly mistakes are going to cost him. So we're doing tanks out now. I didn't see if they had siege mode already. The answer is yes. Yes, they do. So we have siege mode for the tanks. T-Gun must have his Spire up because he's getting Zerg Fire Attacks 1. He's also getting Baneling Speed, and he is building another Mutalisk. Another Mutalisk. The first Mutalisk. I'm pretty sure it's the first Mutalisk. Let me check the units tab. Yes, it is his first Mutalisk. How about that? And T-Gun's going to go ahead and take out these rocks to try and get to this blocked off expansion behind these rocks here. I hear expansions are useful for mining stuff. Queens doing their jobs. He's not. Actually, is he going to build? No, I guess he ran out of energy for it, but I was sort of worried that he was going to build a penis-shaped collection of creep tumors, which would be hilarious, but not becoming of a professional gamer. So not much going on. The T-Gun's creep spread is awesome. Oh, he's building AU! Ahaha! I get it. I get it. Or is it AJ? Because that U's sort of half done. Anyway, Mutalisks! Mutalisks are awesome. +1 fire attacks is nearly done, but the missile turret's going to drive them away. Zerglings and Banelings hanging out in the middle of the map. Zergling Baneling so useful against Marines. There's a drop. Medivac full of Marines. Gonna go have a drop and see what goes on. 3 siege tanks with siege. AU. Yeah, he will be doing AUS, which could mean Austria, but I think we can be safe and assume he means Australia. That's a lot of stuff. So T-Gun's going to run away. He shouldn't have been spending so much time making that. Although clever that he only did 1 round of creep tumors and then used the other creep tumors to build more creep tumors. AUS. And you know what's the thing is, only the observers can see that. Anyway, there's an attack going on. The Muta's coming in, taking out all the tanks, and these Marines are going to die. Like the poor bastards they are, the poor bloody infantry. Yes, it still says AUS. It actually looks even better on the minimap, although it could look like a V. It could be a VS, which doesn't make any sense. What could that stand for? 8 more Mutalisks are coming out now. Mutalisks are so good at this mid-game stage for harassment. 8 plus this lot. How many is that? 4, 8, 12, 11. Poor SCV. All of these Zerglings, or a lot of these Zerglings, are going to become Banelings. A lot of Mutalisks are now going to go in and like have their merry way with whatever's there. And did he spot that drop? They're going to kill a tank anyway, and he's going to run up there. He's just poking around this little tank, and a bunch of Marines guarding him from the airborne assault. Where'd that drop go? Did I miss it? I didn't miss it, did I? Oh, there it is. The Mutalisks do see it, and that dropship is going to die. Had 4 Marines in it, they are no more. Let's stick with these Mutalisks, and why not? Probably actually going to spot that, I wonder. No. Pressed the wrong button, so we didn't actually see what they saw. Getting in there trying to pick off this 3rd command center, which would be a boon for him. 2 missile turrets. Destroyed and denied. Free tank if he wants to turn around and have a poke. Nope, because there's Marines there. That would be a stupid idea. Where are the rest of his Mutalisks? I could have sworn he had more than that. He does have 23 Mutalisks. That's not 23. Where are the rest of his Mutalisks? That's what I want to know. Looking. Meanwhile, back over here, more Mutalisk harassment. Attack. It does actually have all the Mutalisks on a control group, and that is... I can't actually press 1 and go to that control group. That's T-Gun's job. I am a fool. But anyway, that looks like all 21 Mutalisks now. Oh, there's some more. Why not? Kill the rocks with gold, because gold is delicious and tasty, and he is actually taking an expansion as well, which may have spotted this drop coming over here, but if he didn't, this is going to be dangerous for T-Gun. Dropping in there in the shadow. Can't see anything.
SCV ready.
The Marines stim and they run forward. So as much damage as possible. Behind the mineral line is nice and safe. They're using the valuable minerals as shields. And now going to take out the extractor very slowly, because these 3 Marines at the back are trapped, can't actually do anything. And here comes the Mutalisks. So many Mutalisks, 26 of them, and that drop is going to be cleaned up relatively successfully. Let's have a look at the drone kills. 16 worker kills for Haze, and 6 worker kills for T-Gun. Of course, lots of those worker kills also coming from the Blue Flame Hellion harassed earlier in the game that got cleaned up by Queens. That is a lot of Banelings morphing, for a lot of Banelings in total, because he sees that there is this huge push coming out. Lots of Marines with stim, lots of siege tanks in the middle. The scans will take out these creep tumors, and oh, will the scans see the Oz? No, it won't. Just a little bit shy, and now he's running away. I wonder if T-Gun thinks, my mutas can handle this.
Field depleted.
He does bunch them all up, which is fine as long as there's no doors. He picks up a tank and runs away, because that is a lot of Marines that can stim. Let's actually get the vision back to everyone there. He's just running around. He is taking the gold expansion, just went up as well. Is T-Gun? I should remember to actually talk in complete sentences, instead of stopping every now and then. These things and more I will learn as I do more shoutcasts, folks. Siege Tank is standing up front by himself, very bold. What does he think he'll be able to do? I think he's thinking he'll be able to be killed by Mutalisks really quickly. Oh my god, that's a lot of borrowed Banelings, but the scan does see some of them, but not all of them. Oh! A couple of Marines get killed. He's running up to Overlords. Here comes some Mutalisks. They're like, no, go away. We don't take kindly to your folks around here. A stim from the Marines trying to chase them. Is he going to try and bait the Marines into this huge Baneling mine blob? That is so many Baneling mines. It can't possibly work. It can't possibly succeed. The trick is going to need to bait all of these Marines past this and then turn up this way, or the other way around. He's going for the attack now. Bunch of banelings rolling in. The Zergling's being taken out by the tanks. There's so many siege tanks up here. Oh, but the banelings still got through the marines, and they're trying to kite like mad. The siege tank's staying up. Now the mutas coming in. They might actually be able to do a lot of damage, and they might actually be able to clean this up entirely. Here goes more banelings, unburrowing. And the tanks are going to die. The banelings are going to fall back because they've got nothing to do. And this is not looking very good for Haze at all. He just lost his entire force. There's marines rallied out front that just got built, that just got cleaned up. Here come the baneling mines. That's a much better position because now these marines have to roll this way. Walk this way. Marines walk and banelings roll, but only when they have the speed upgrade. And that is some pretty scary baneling mines. And I'm pretty sure that he doesn't know about it. And there was a drop there that died. It died fiercely and quickly. More banelings are being morphed in because Haze is staying with his marine heavy style. And he's going to walk over the baneling mines, and does Haze want to do it? Oh, he does get a lot of marines, but there's more! Oh, he gets all of them! That is so fierce, and the tank goes down to the banelings, and now the Zergling's going to run through and see this worker peed. The banelings turned around at the last minute! Why would you do that? You could have killed so many workers! Oh, that was so close! He says to just burrow them out there in the middle of the map. This is a pretty good play from T-Gun, except for that, where he could have killed so many SCVs with those banelings, and that would have been awesome to see. But as it stands, Haze has the planetary fortress up at the gold base, mining to his heart's content for now, but there is a huge amount of mutalisks on the field. 48 mutalisks! 48 mutalisks on the field. That is huge. That is huge, I say. He's going to come over here and see that he's building another command center and be like, no, you don't deserve another command center. And Haze is forced to cancel it. I reckon that if he went for it, he could actually just go after this expansion without issue. He's got so many mutalisks, a critical mass, he can just take it out. It looks like now he's just trying to bait the force of Haze into these baneling mines. They're in an awkward position though. They're sort of at this crossroads, and the marines could just easily miss it by traveling up there or up here. And these two here right on the corner might be a little bit out of position as well. Depends where they're moving, I guess. If they're moving here from about here, then they're in a good position because the marines are going to run up here and then sort of fold around the gap there. Here comes more banelings and they're going to burrow there as well. This is turning into a huge minefield. Let's have a look at these mutas. So many mutas! 3 missile turrets killed. And now he's going to come in behind the gold base, unless he's not, he's just going to fly away anyway. He's got so many mutalisks he could end this right now. I don't really understand what he's doing. Maybe it's because all of his supplies are mutalisks. He is at 200 out of 200, and banking so many minerals and gas right now. Alright, so here they are. His army. Actually, practically all of his army. Going after an armory, 2 volleys takes it out, too easy. Going up to supply depots. Haze is actually bringing in supply drops, which we didn't actually see until just now. And these mutalisks, some of them on yellow, one of them on red, some of them on green. And the scan does pick up the baneling minefield, which is a damn shame, because those baneling mines were really successful earlier, but now Haze has just learned his star sense and learns to scan as he moves out. Hopefully he has enough energy to do that, but eventually he's going to run out, and that will be end of him. That is so many mutalisks. It is an ungodly number of mutalisks. And it is a Thor. Now would you like to know how much damage 2 Thors does to all those mutalisks if T-Gun is careful? The answer is not much. And here come the mutalisks. Now they're just going to park themselves over the top, but don't bunch up! Even though a couple of volleys are probably not going to do anything. The Thor isn't firing! And there he goes, he finally does start firing, and he's going to do a lot of damage. T-Gun not magic boxing this Thor properly, but that's okay because he has so many, it doesn't matter, he doesn't need to worry about unit control. He can practically A-click to win. Why is that up? It comes up by itself, I swear, even though I told it to stay down. There's a drop going on over here at the gold, and a lot of workers are going to get killed, but I think at this stage of the game it just does not matter. Haze has killed actually a lot. He now has 100 worker kills. I wish I was paying attention to those drops. He also seems to have denied this expansion. I was too busy looking at the pretty Mutalisk site. There are now 38 left, and a hell of a lot more banelings coming up as well. Let's take a look at the mining situation for Haze. It can't be good. He's almost, well, he is completely mined out at his main. There's one tiny little patch, 210 minerals left. He's natural. He is floating over a command center now to this fourth, and he has mined out the gold with the planetary fortress, so it's not looking very good at all. We can have a look at the mining income. It's 880-ish for T-Gun and climbing, and now dropping in all those SCVs and mules, and the mineral count is going to skyrocket for Haze, but there is so much stuff banked for T-Gun. I can only imagine this going one way, and that one way is now he's about to lose all of his mining to this huge Mutalisk force. He's going to park his Mutalisks over the Marines, and just tell them to attack. He has about as many Mutalisks as Marines, and I know who wins that fight. The tanks are going to die, the missile turrets are going to die, all the SCVs are going to, spoilers, die, and that should be the end of the game. I can only imagine that it will be. Let's get that out of the road. GG, well played. Haze has left the game. T-Gun beats Haze 2-0.